ago I met you, you was 26. I was 19, ambitious as shit. Young, hungry, still finding my way. You saw that fire and stayed in my face, yeah. DJ Urban T. I wasn't interested, I made that clear. You said just friends, I let you stay near. Deep down my gut was ringing along, but I ignored that shit and dropped my guard. 3 months later, you was in my zone. Friend zone felt safe, I felt in control. But you was lying about your man, planting seeds like I was the plant. Real. You called crying, said you was alone. Asked me to pull up just as a friend, though. I said no, you convinced me again. I walked into a trap I didn't understand. Half dressed and relaxed, sweet friends. I felt uneasy but stayed in there. Standing there with my guard unclear, thinking, where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah. Where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah. When lines get crossed and shit ain't clear, yeah. Where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah. When comfort feels fake and fear feels real, yeah. You pull me in slow, switch the gear, yeah. Now I'm stuck asking, yeah. Where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah. Damn, I was young. You seduced me without saying shit. Used confusion and I fell for it. I won't lie, I gave in that night. Everything changed inside. I was a fool to fall for your wicked game. You played my empathy, fed off my pain. Morning came, now I'm your man. Didn't choose love, you had a plan. Fucked up. I stayed quiet, didn't wanna hurt you. Didn't know silence was permission to. You played the victim perfectly. I thought I was saving you, you was controlling me. Still asking year after year, where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah. Where the fuck do we go from here? When lines get crossed and shit ain't clear, yeah. Where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah. When comfort feels fake, fear feels real, yeah. You pull me in slow, switch the gear. Where the fuck do we go from here? Yeah, yeah. 3 years later, moving with me, called it growth, called it maturity. I wasn't ready, but I folded quick. Lost my space, lost my sense of shit. Marriage pressure, heavy as hell. Commit or you don't love me well, yeah. I wore the ring, but my soul felt numb. Married fear dressed up as love. This ain't love. I kept telling myself this was love, not control. Kept blaming my doubts like something was wrong on my soul. Every compromise chipped away at my spine. I stopped feeling like a man just to keep you fine. I just explaining why I felt trapped. Tired of apologizing for shit I didn't do back. I looked in the mirror and barely knew me. That's when it hit, this marriage is killing me. I'm done, yeah. 3 more years and everything cracked. Arguments daily, no going back, yeah. Same bed, miles apart. 2 tired people with broken hearts. Divorce papers felt like pain and relief. Lost years, lost time, lost belief. But staying would have destroyed me word. Fuck love, that feels like a curse. Now I'm free and I see it clear. I know exactly where I go from here. Where the fuck do I go from here? Somewhere honest, somewhere clear. Somewhere love don't come with fear. Somewhere I'm chosen, not engineered. You took my youth, I paid in years, but I got my soul back standing. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free, yeah. Yeah, I'm free, yeah. I wasn't weak, I was young. There's a fucking difference. I confuse pressure with love, guilt with loyalty, and being a good man with losing myself. Manipulation doesn't always scream. Sometimes it cries, sometimes it whispers.
Love doesn't rush you, doesn't corner you, doesn't trap you. I paid the years for this lesson.
Lost time, I'll never get back, but I got my soul back and that shit is priceless. Never again ignoring my gut, never again shrieking for comfort.
Never again mistaking control for care. I don't ask where do we go from here anymore, because I already left.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Real quick community guidelines before we start the show. Now I want y'all to know that this is a space for respectable, thought-provoking conversations. We encourage intelligent discussions, different viewpoints, and respectable debates. Disagree if you want, but do it with substance and respect. Self-promotion is not allowed. This is not y'all billboard. Links, spam, and promotions in the comments or in live chat will be blocked immediately. Distasteful trolling, insults, or bad faith behavior will not be entertained. You will be blocked and banned. No warnings, no back and forth. Finally, y'all will notice that the subscriber mode is on. It is only for 5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes. That way we can protect the integrity of the show and also protect the integrity of people who actually want to comment in the comment section faithfully, all right? We're here to think, challenge ideas, and grow, and not derail the conversation. If you're here in good faith, then I welcome you. Y'all enjoy the show. Yo, salute, what's up, y'all? Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of the Urban Lounge podcast, man. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Yeah, we got another phenomenal show tonight that I want to share with y'all on this great, wonderful Saturday night. Well, this great, wonderful, raining Saturday night over here in the great state of Texas. So we're going to get into it. I already see a lot of y'all coming in the chats right now. Bonner, what's up with it, man? Salute, welcome. Welcome my moderator on Shugverse, a.k.a. Lionel. What's up with it, bro? Like always. Tight, what's up? Salute, bro. And we got, what's this? Shit. I'm just going to call you Mike, bro. Because I seen you pull it up before. So I'm just going to call you Mike. Shit. So what's up with it? Salute, man. Welcome. And shout out to everybody who are in the building right now who's catching the show right now, or you're catching the replay of the show as well, too. Salute to y'all. Now do me a favor, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up to support the channel so you can get more of this content, all right? Because I know y'all enjoy my shorts that I put out. I know you enjoy my community posts that I put out as well, too. So if you want more of this live stream as well, make sure you thumbs up the channel. That let YouTube know when I go live, all right? And you can get more of this content. If you didn't catch none of my previous live streams after this show, I encourage you to go back and watch my previous episodes, all right? So, like I was saying last night and the night before, this is Men's Mental Health Month, all right? This is the months where we focus in on our mental health, because guess what, my brothers, you matter. I don't care what people say. I don't care what modern feminist women say. You matter, bro. You do. You matter. You are important. You tuning in to this episode, that is a testimony that you are important and you belong over here for sure. Okay? So we're going to be still talking about Men's Mental Health Month, Mental Health Awareness Month. But on this particular episode, I ran into this when I was looking at TikTok. And I actually posted a short based on this, all right? And a lot of y'all gave me your perspective about this, okay? So this will led for me to actually do a full episode talking about this, all right? So let's go ahead and dive into this episode, all right? So I want to start the episode by asking this question, preferably to the women, if the women are watching tonight. I want to ask this question. Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all entertain a man knowing good and well that this man isn't your type? Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all lead a man on, have this man spending his money on you, buying flowers, buying gifts, and taking you out on a date, knowing good and well that this man is not your type, knowing good and well that you're not going to take it no further than after the date? Why do you do stuff like that? Because I know that my brothers, they want to know the truth behind this. They want to know the truth behind this. This is one of the reasons why my brothers right now, they're saying is that they having what is known as modern day women fatigue. And it's all because of situations like this, where there are certain type of women that would do this to these type of men. So I'm just kind of curious to want to know, why do y'all do that? If ultimately you're not interested in this man, right, it's better for you just to turn them down. Now, I get it. I know that there are certain archetype of men who don't understand the concept about no. I get that. But what about the men who do understand the concept about no? And all you got to do is say no. Why do you entertain that? Why do you lead him on thinking that he's winning, and he gets up to the date that afterwards it'd be some goddamn bullshit?
That's bullshit.
Why do y'all do that? On tonight's episode, we're going to talk about that. Just like I told y'all, I put out a short with this woman, all right? And so we're going to look at the full video, because on that short, I had to kind of cut out a lot of scenes because she was kind of, doing a lot of monologuing, all right? So I had to cut out a lot. But tonight, we're going to look at the full version of this video that she put out. And she put out other videos as well, too. So we're going to look at this. We're going to analyze this. We're going to figure out what was her whole mindset behind this. What was her whole intentions behind this? All right. So without further ado, let's go and jump into this tonight, man, because we need to figure this thing out for real, man. And the thing about it, too, brothers, is that we got to start having a lot of discipline for ourselves as well, too. That's why all the time I say that we need to master vetting. Because if we don't vet properly, then these situations will happen every single time, where you get women like her will literally use you and abuse you and wouldn't even care about it. They'll laugh about it. They'll laugh about it and create a damn TikTok on you. Hence what she's doing. So we're going to listen to this tonight. And also, brothers, I want y'all to examine this episode as a learning curve, okay? To teach you to not what to do. In other words, all right? So you won't fall victim to this. All right? So let's listen to what she got to say, all right?
All right, so my date is outside. We've been talking on the phone. I've not met him yet in person. I've seen pictures, but we've never FaceTimed. All right, so I want to give a background on the date that I had on Friday. On TikTok, I received a message from a guy. He told me Happy Teachers Appreciation Week. Then he asked me if he could send me something the following week, just to show his appreciation for me being a teacher. And I'm like, sure, if that's what you wish. Sure enough, Monday, I received a beautiful bouquet of a dozen roses and some lilies. And I was just blown away because I found out that it was from him. This man went through my TikTok, was able to see where I worked at, went on the school's website, was able to find my name, sent the flowers to my job. I was totally surprised because I honestly had forgot that I was supposed to be receiving anything at all. So after that, he got my number and we had been communicating. He wasn't my typical type. I'm 5'4". I'm a thicker woman. I prefer a taller guy and a man, with some meat on his bones who is active in the gym. Like I need to feel like you're able to pick me up. So obviously my type is not always working for me. So sometimes I'm willing to bend on some things. He told me his height was about 5'7". No, he told me his height was 5'8", 5'9". Now, honestly, I do not date guys this height. But I thought what he did was so sweet, I was willing to give him a chance.
Now, I want to stop it right there for a moment, okay? So let me paint the story so far. This guy pretty much slid into her DM on TikTok. She's seen several of her TikTok videos and he found her attractive. He found out that she is an educator, all right? So he found her attractive and he decided to slide in her DM, shoot a shot. So not only he tried to slide into her DM, he ended up pretty much doing what is known as a soft dox, okay? Meaning that he figured out where she worked, where her school was located, and then right after that, he ended up sending her flowers for Teachers Appreciation Week. Or a day, however when we went. Now, here's the problem behind this. I'm pretty sure when he was doing this, right, I'm pretty sure that a couple of times, or maybe a lot of times, she wasn't responding to this dude at all. She was not responding to this dude because I'm pretty sure a woman like this, she get plenty of dudes in her DMs all the time. So he decided to go over and beyond the Call of Duty and do a soft dox and figure out where she worked at and decide to spend money on her. And based on how the way she's talking, right, I'm assuming that he has spent nearly about maybe $100 or $150 on this flower bouquet. Because if it was a trash bouquet, she would not even entertain it at all, period. In fact, she will not only not entertain it, she'll throw it away and she'll say, this guy is stalking me. Am I lying about that, fellas? Am I being truthful about that? So I believe that's what happened. This dude spent over $150 with a real nice bouquet arrangement, right? Sent it to her. And then she felt obligated that she needed to entertain this dude and go out on a date with him. So far, that's what happened. But let's continue.
He's also, slim. And again, I was willing to give him a chance. Gave him a chance. So he came pick me up for the date. We went to New Orleans. We went to this golf place. And then we were supposed to be going to this bar that served lamb chops. Okay, cool. He picked me up. The first thing he didn't do, he did not open my door. Come on now. Court me. Chivalry still exists. Open my door. So he didn't open my door. He reached over and opened it, but I had to pull a handle and get in the car myself. All right, cool. Whatever. It wasn't a red flag, but I would prefer for a man to open my door.
No, it was a red flag. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Simply because she already stated one red flag, meaning that it appears that the guy was shorter than her. Okay. The next red flag is that he wasn't being chivalrous towards her. Instead of him walking around the car, opening up the door for her and closing the door like she wanted the princess treatment, he didn't do it that way. He treated her like a homie, a friend that he's trying to get to know better. To be quite honest with you, gentlemen, a lot of women gave me pushback by saying this. I honestly believe that us as men, we shouldn't right off the bat be chivalrous towards women. Not in the first encounter. And I pause for a reason, man. The reason why is because if we end up giving all ourselves right off the back, and then it don't go nowhere, then it be a waste of time and a waste of effort. And second of all, I believe just as hard as a woman want us to work to get her, I believe that they need to work as hard to get us as well too, meaning that they need to qualify for us to get to the level of where we being a gentleman, where we doing these gentleman things such as open up the doors for her, such as paying for dates and different things like that. That's what I believe. Because they're doing the same as that thing with us, right? They're withholding themselves from us, right? So if we got to earn their body, their trust, their, affection and different things like that, right? I believe it should be the same way with us. And I believe we need to set that standard. So in that situation where him not opening the door, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Good. Get on in the car so we can chill and go on this hilarious date and get to know each other. Now, I'm hoping that Buddy didn't pay for this whole entire day. I'm hoping that he went Dutch with her or something, treat her as a friend, but you kind of like her. But let's continue, gentlemen.
I look at him, he had glasses on, so I couldn't see his eyes. He only has about 2 or 3 pictures on TikTok, so I really don't know what his face looks like. Like I said in the other video, we had never FaceTime. All right, so I see him in the flesh, and I'm like, all right, he's really short, and he's really slim. And then he takes his glasses off, and I'm able to see his eyes. All right, cool, I see your face. He's not a bad-looking guy, but he's just not my preferred type. But I'm still open on a date. I'm still open to do this date with him. The date was pretty good. It was a pretty good date. I enjoyed myself at 504 Golf. And then after that, instead of going to the original bar, we ended up going to another place, a hookah lounge. And we sat in the bar. The music was loud. You could barely hear each other talk. The drinks were not good. But that didn't take away from the fact that he was he seemed like a good person.
Nah, the whole reason why all of that was transpired with you is because you said it earlier, because this dude is not your type. He's short. He wasn't being chivalrous with you, but he paid. I'm pretty sure he paid for the golfing in the hookah lounge. I'm pretty sure he did that. I'm pretty sure he probably paid for the drinks as well too. Because if he didn't do that, trust me, she would have said it. Trust me, she would have said it. So he's doing all these things, but yet in your mind, you're not feeling this dude because this dude is not your type. But yet it's still you're entertaining it because you are getting a free pass. You're getting a free opportunity. You're getting a free entertainment services. And so that's why I said earlier in the beginning of the show, why entertain that? Why would you string a dude along like that, knowing good and well that you're not drawn to him, knowing good and well that he's not your type? It's almost as though she's up here trying to reward this dude for doing something nice to her instead of honestly being attracted to this dude. And here's one other thing too, and we're gonna continue. I don't like it when these type of women do this, when they use the term, "Oh, he's a nice guy." He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but they always follow that with, "He's a nice guy, but..." It's bullshit, man.
That's bullshit.
Let's continue, man.
Well, before we got to this bar, we at the 504 Golf place, and I'm really able to, like, he's getting out the car. Now I'm able to see his height, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it, because I feel like we the same height. You told me you 5'8", 5'9", but I have on these mules that are about 2 inches. So at this point, I'm 5'6", and I feel like we the same height. So you about 5'6", 5'7", and that's with shoes on.
Now, by that logic, he'll be roughly about 5'8" right now, about 5'8" or 5'9". Okay, so somewhere around there. But even then, a couple of inches really ain't nothing. And I don't understand this. I don't understand why women make a big deal about a man being taller than them when they're going to wear heels anyway. I never understood this logic. I never understood it. You want a man to be taller than you, but you're going to be wearing heels so you could increase your height. Help me to understand, why do women do that? Now, I done had this conversation before, and several women, they say, well, Urban, we wear heels because we want to look nice and look sexy. Okay. But some of y'all be going to the stream with these heels. Y'all be wearing 6 inches heels and all kind of stuff. It be hurting your feet and everything. But have the audacity to complain about a dude not being tall enough. My bad.
So the date was pretty good. It was a pretty good date. I enjoyed myself at 504 Golf. And then after that, instead of going to the original bar, we ended up going to another place, a hookah lounge. And we sat in the bar. The music was loud. You could barely hear each other talk. The drinks were not good. But that didn't take away from the fact that he was he seemed like a good person.
Seemed like.
Well, before we got to this bar, we at the 504 Golf place, and I'm really able to, like, he's getting out the car. Now I'm able to see his height, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it, because I feel like we the same height. You told me you 5'8", 5'9", but I have on these mules that are about 2 inches, so at this point, I'm 5'6", and I feel like we the same height. So you about 5'6", 5'7", and that's with shoes on. I just can't do short men, like I can't. And it's just not my preference. So I feel like you lied about your height.
Wait a minute, hold up. Now she's saying that she feel like that he lied about his height to her? The hell?
That's bullshit.
Here's another one disingenuous thing, gentlemen, that I want y'all to consider. If she truly wasn't feeling this dude right after when they left this golf place and they made it to this hookah lounge, right? And she actually seen his height, which she's lying about this, by the way, because she said she went to the other spot first. So she already seen this dude's height. So my question is this. If it was that serious, why you just didn't end the date right then and there? Why you just didn't tell him, like, hey, you know what? I'm just not feeling this. You're a nice guy, but I just want you to take me home. And then if he refused to take you home, hey, you're a woman, you're independent, you should have money to get yourself an Uber or Lyft and take yourself home. It's that simple. But once again, she decided to entertain this even further. So now she decided to entertain this further and get more out of this dude, regardless of her not even liking this dude. And that's what make it so screwed up. And this is, I hope it's the ladies who are watching tonight. And I'm getting on this particular archetype of women simply because these are the things that men go through. We're gonna get on Buddy later about him choosing this woman. But I want the women to understand that these are the situations that men go through. And then they wonder why these dudes been sitting up here ultimately go in player trick mode and just treat them in no kind of way. They wonder why these dudes be super, acting chaotic and become hyper emotional.
Much, but you still lie. An inch is that's a big difference. So back to this place. I'm starting to see that he's getting drunk, like intoxicated. You didn't have a Hennessy at the first spot, a double at that, and now you didn't have about 3 more Hennessy drinks. I'm watching him move a little slower, his eyes are lower, he's slow blinking, and I'm like, are you gonna finish your drink? Because I'm ready to go at this point. And he was like, now I'm waiting on it to water down. I'm like, you probably don't even need that drink. And he asked me if I was ready to go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go, I'm tired. So we get in the car, And we taking this long route home, right? We all the way in New Orleans, and we don't live in New Orleans. We live about an hour away. He driving. I'm scared because he not driving at his best. And he done got into the emergency lane, and I'm hearing a do like 3 times. So that turned me off, right? Then when we pull up to the house for him to drop me off, once again, he did not get out the car to open my door. Okay, maybe you're drunk or whatever, you ready to go home, you tired as well, but still, you didn't open my door. You started this date off wrong, you ended it off really wrong. So when we talked the next day, which was yesterday, I told him how I felt, and he did not hold himself accountable. Instead, I was met with defense. I was not drunk. I ran off the road because I was on my phone. At the end of the day, I was not safe with you. I did not feel safe with you. How am I going to be on a date with a man in public and you're intoxicated? What if some shit pops off? You are not going to be able to defend yourself nor me. Then we in a car and you drunk driving, and your reasoning is because you on your phone. If you cannot, first of all, you shouldn't be texting and driving. But if you texting and driving, or you on your phone and you driving, you should not be going into the other lane. If you are, put your damn phone down. So, he was just defensive, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, all right, you're already not my actual type. I was trying to be open, but then I didn't feel safe with you in the end. I just stopped responding. If you see this video, I don't think you're going to see it because I'm actually about to block you. It's no hard feelings. We're just not compatible.
One part that I do have to agree with her on is the accountability part. Now, gentlemen, understand what I'm going to say about this, okay? I'm not talking about the accountability part of what she's talking about, because what she's talking about is bullshit.
That's bullshit.
How in the hell can this dude be held accountable for that? And then I find it interesting that she sort of spent this whole entire narrative talking about, well, I don't even feel safe with him now because, he wasn't driving the way that I want him to drive. The accountability part is this. Yes, he do need to be held accountable, but not for what she's talking about. He need to be held accountable for what I tell us all the time, gentlemen, to do. Is to vet these women. To make sure that these women are compatible with you. Stop chasing after these women just because they look good to you. Especially if you see these women on TikTok. And I'm going to be real. These women that you see on TikTok, these women that you see on IG, Facebook, right? These women, they image how the way they represent themselves. That is not the reality or how the way they really are. That is a show. That's a show. So even if you find these type of women online, right? Even with online dating, because I know some of you dudes, y'all into online dating. Cool. But even then, you have to understand that that's not the true image or nature of that woman. That is just only a representative of her. So what you see is not ideally who she really is. But we have this tendency as men to always go after the looks and stay with the looks instead of examining that woman and see how she is, see her character, her moral compass, how the way her mind think. Is she part of this modern day feminist ideology or not? We don't ask these questions because we be so captivated by how she look. Oh man, she's drawn to me, bro. Yeah, I'm a smash and all this other stuff, bro. No. And this is how we get caught up every single time, bro. And so our brother, he was already at a disadvantage. He was at a disadvantage because of his height. He was at another disadvantage because he shot his shot on TikTok. And then while he was on the date, instead of being an actual man, right? And being stoic and being centered, This idiot felt that it was a good idea for him to get drunk on this date, to take about 3 or 4 Hennessy shots. No, we don't do that, man. Because we need to be on our P's and Q's so no woman won't get you caught up, bro. That's the easiest way how you get caught up. How a woman could, you getting drunk while she just taking these little baby shots or some. Oh, I'll put y'all on game on this as well too, because this happened to me before. Do y'all know that when you're going out to like either these hooker lounge and stuff, right, with these women or these bars, right? Do y'all know that they don't take their full shot? They don't take their full shot. They make it appear that they do, but in reality they don't. They do one or two things. They may have a little shot of Hennessy or whatever drink they want to drink, right? And they'll chase it down with water or something so they won't be drunk. Some of them will order a certain type of drink, knowing good and well this fruity type of drink do not have a lot of alcohol in it, probably like a bare minimum in it. So they won't be drunk. Others will do this. They'll take a shot, they'll wait till you turn around or whatever, and they'll spit that shot out while you taking shots. And these type of women will see you getting more tipsy or whatever, and now they could take advantage of you. Now they could want to go and order on the menu. Oh, shoot, he kind of buzzed now. Sure, I'm finna get this dude. I'm finna get a nice $300 meal out of this fool. That's what they do. And you so buzzed, you ain't even realizing that they playing you, bro. So yeah, that's why he messed up as well too. Getting drunk with a woman he don't even know on a date. No. Not at all. If y'all enjoying this content, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up to support the channel. Tonight we're talking about this woman here. She went on a date with one of our brothers, right? Knowing good and well that she don't like him, but she decided to entertain it anyway. And then right afterwards, she decided to pretty much curve this dude, cut him off. After she done went on the date with this dude, after he done spent money on her, he literally took her an hour away from the city and everything. Just to curve this dude. Guess what? She got more to say, gentlemen. Listen to this.
I see y'all still on my ass in these comments about my safety, and I appreciate y'all, but I don't know. I feel like y'all are judging the fuck out of me, rightfully so. I put my business out there for y'all to comment on, and it is what it is. But guess what? Dating is a risk, period. It doesn't matter if you've been dating someone for 2 years or 2 days. It involves risk. But guess what? Safety is important, but so is discernment. And I made a decision that I felt comfortable with after our conversations and our interactions that it was okay for him to come pick me up from my house. And guess what? I got home safe. What is it, 3-4 days later? I am still safe. He has not made contact in 2 days. I mean, I told y'all I blocked him. He has not come around my house. I'm safe in my house. Trust me. I'm safe. I'm good. So
check this out. I'm going to make another assumption too. I'm going to assume that she had did the same thing that he did to her. I'm assuming that she went and looked his information up. Best way how you could do it is not on TikTok, but on Facebook. I'm assuming that she looked up his information on Facebook. She seen that he has some type of money. He may not be no millionaire or whatever, but he has some type of money. And so by him having this type of money, she automatically qualified for this dude to at least entertain her. But keep in mind that she still wasn't attracted to this dude, per se.
Everybody dates differently. So don't do what I do, clearly. Don't do what I do. And while I have your attention, ladies, get into these press-ons from Neil Vesta on TikTok. I love them. Clearly, I am not being paid no damn commission because you don't see the little orange bubble at the bottom. But I am a girl's girl, and I just wanted to put y'all on. Stop spending all that damn time in a nail shop, paying hundreds of dollars. These were about $36, okay? And they're thick like regular acrylics. Yeah, love them. I don't see this being a red flag. I feel like he went after what he wanted. Like, as a woman, when we're dating people, we're FBI agents. Like, before I even meet you, I know your mama name. I know your daddy name. I know where they from. I know where you went to school. I know your baby mama name. I know.
This confirms what I told y'all a few moments ago, that she went and lit this dude up. She went and lit this dude up, more likely on Facebook, and seen everything that she needed to know about this dude. And therefore, that's why she went on this date, because she knew that she could get something out of this dude. She could get a free date, a free meal, or free entertainment services out of this dude. I wonder who idea was it for them to travel an hour away from where they at to go on this date? Was it her idea? Or was it his idea to do that? Because, to be honest with you, gentlemen, I wouldn't even recommend that at all, period. Because, like I say, in this modern day time, gentlemen, we also got to protect ourselves. Because we don't know how these women are, okay? We don't know if these women trying to take you an hour away and they trying to set you up, put you up in a trap, to get you on rob and different things like that. You know what I mean? You'll never know. So you, as a man, you also have to do your due diligence to protect yourself as well too. Get over this whole bullshit. Talking about I'm a man, I'm a strong, I can handle it and all that different things. You know what I mean? Get over that. Get over that, bro. We're living in modern time. We're living in modern time, and we need to protect ourselves too, gentlemen. So with that being said, I don't agree with the whole concept with him traveling an hour away with this woman that he don't know. A 15-minute drive to Starbucks would have sufficed this date. I'm pretty sure they probably had like a what's over there in the area, like an Applebee's or whatever. You could went to a damn Applebee's, bro. Went to a Buffalo Wild Wings. Could have went to a Buffalo Wild Wings and got drinks. That way you're still in your same vicinity, right? You're not traveling with a woman that you don't know, and you're protecting yourself. I'm pretty sure it could have been other hooker lounge in that area where you didn't have to travel an hour away to go to New Orleans to do that. So yeah, brothers, we got to protect ourselves for real, man. We can't be so much of a sucker in the simp where we literally putting ourselves in unsafe situations. We really can't. We need to don't do that. Cause your life is worth way more than that, bro. For real. It is worth way more than that. Especially over some kitty cat, bro. I'm just saying. Flow State, what's up with not Flow State, my bad. I seen that you did the thing. But DK, what's up with it, bro, man? I appreciate you. I appreciate the what's we call it that you did for me, man. I appreciate that. But let's continue.
What the inside of your house look like, because you're posting pictures. Like, we be literally stalking people to, get a little background from them. So because he did the same thing, that's a red flag. And it's really not even the same thing. It was very minuscule in comparison to what women be doing.
And then she had more to say, gentlemen. Once again, the reason why she felt comfortable with this dude is because she looked him up and seen that this dude got money. That's the only logical explanation for a woman who never met this man before in her life do something like that. But I'm going to say this too. Living in this modern time, a matter of fact, I'm going to put y'all this way, gentlemen. When I was out there in the dating market, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of rules. I did not pick up a woman at her house or apartment. I didn't do that. She had to meet me. Whenever we went to a certain place, I make sure that I chose a place where we both would be comfortable and we both would be safe. On the very first date, right, due to my past experiences, on the very first date, I'm not spending over $100 on you. As a matter of fact, depending on how good it go, the most you got out of me is probably about $40 or $50. That's it. And that's the first date, because I did not want to waste money on a woman who wasn't interested in me while she's reaping all the benefits and I ain't getting nothing out of it. So I had to set a lot of boundaries. If the women who I was talking to when I was out in the dating market, if they didn't comply with that, they had an issue with that, cut them off. Because me personally, I knew when I'm worth. But unfortunately, brothers, there are many of our brothers out there, they don't have that same type of mentality. They honestly believe that they're not worth like that. And so they believe that they have to be this old thirsty dude where they just got to get any old thing because they're so used to getting turned down every single time. Or don't know how to handle taking L's. So now I'm telling you, if you are a single man right now and you're listening to the stream, the things that I'm telling you, it's literally going to save your life for real. And it's going to save your pocket as well too. Very first date, don't be taking them to no goddamn Ruth Chris steakhouse. Don't be taking them to get no lobster or crab legs. Don't be doing that on the first date. No. The very first date is for you to interview them and see if they qualify for you, bro. So you go to somewhere simple, like either a coffee house. Hell, you could go to a fast food. Y'all could go and get a 4 for $4 at Wendy's, man. If she ain't down with getting a 4 for $4 at Wendy's, then fuck her. She's not for you. Because that means that if y'all end up getting into a relationship, right, and you just want a 4 for $4 from Wendy's, guess what she gonna do? She gonna act a fool. She gonna be wanting you to take her to a restaurant all the damn time. If she ain't cool with that, bro, then fuck her, respectfully. If she ain't cool with going to Taco Bell or whatever it is that you like on the first date, fuck her. Matter of fact, I told the story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. When I had met my wife, right? Me and my wife, we worked it together, right? And guess where our first date was at? Our official first date. Guess where our first date was at? Our first official date was at a damn Subway, bro. We was up in that mud eating fresh. We was up in that mud Subway chilling. And guess what? She didn't trip about it. She didn't act ignorant to I'm better than Subway. We went up in Subway. It got us both a 6-inch foot long, and we was chilling, having a great conversation. And that was our very first date. Our second date, we went to a chicken joint. Some of y'all probably know this chain, but over here in Texas, we have a Church's Chicken. Our second date, we went to Church's Chicken like it ain't nothing, bro. Chilling. She had got her a 3-piece tenders, and I had got me a 3-piece mix, bro. And we over there chilling like ain't nothing, sitting down and chilling and enjoying our company. Not that once she questioned, talking about why we going here. Not that once she went back and talking about, I don't want to date you because you taking me to all these spots. She never said that, bro. She actually enjoyed herself. And even further, I enjoy her company too. Because that's what the first couple of dates supposed to be like, is that you're getting to know each other. You're qualifying for each other. You can't qualify for each other if you're spending money like that. So this is what I'm saying, brothers. If they're not down if they're not down like that, bro, for something simple as that, or even go on and get a cup of coffee or something like that, like they don't even have to drink the damn coffee. They don't even have to be coffee drinkers. Starbucks have croissants and all this stuff there, depending on what time of day you go. They got everything there at Starbucks. Get you one of them little sandwiches that they make at Starbucks. Chill like ain't nothing. Have a conversation. If they ain't down with something simple like that, bro, then I ain't for you at all, period. But our brothers, they don't think like that. They be so busy trying to thirst. They be so busy trying to win this woman over. When in reality, it's supposed to be the other way around. She's supposed to be qualifying for you. That's what we need to get back to, brothers, is that the women supposed to be qualifying for us. And the reason why I say this, and I don't mean this in a sexist way, but the reason why I say this is because of this. Spiritually and biblically, the woman was for who? Us. Not the other way around. Shit. The woman was made for us. Damn. Our brothers, they got a lot to learn, man. But we're here to teach them for real, man. We're here to help them out for real, man. And once again, the reason why I'm sharing this with y'all is because I learned this through experience. Prior before when I met my wife, I was that dumbass dude doing that. Meet a chick like her, right? And she want me. And here's the crazy part about this, and I know y'all can relate to this, right? Here's the crazy and disingenuous part. Women say this. They say that they want a man to take the lead, right? Right? So when you take the lead and say, hey, I'm planning the date. So this is the plan that we're going to do for the date. And you're communicating this with her. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And guess what happened? And y'all know I'm telling the truth about this. They say this. I hear you, but what about this? Or they'll say, I don't like that. I don't like pasta. I don't like macaroni and cheese. Or say some dumbass shit to try to manipulate you so they can go to the place that they want to go. But keep in mind, brothers, keep in mind, they say that they want a man to take the lead. But in reality, it's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
In reality, they want to take the lead. So I had learned that, just like I say, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was that sucker dude in the past. I was that simp dude in the past that fell for this bullshit. But I held myself accountable and I started learning. And started changing some things up. And that's how the way it got to be with our brothers too, man. We got to educate each other, man, so we could be protecting one another for real, man. So you won't be falling for this archetype of women that are out there who are users and abusers and stuff. The next thing you know, your mental health is crashing out over these women, man. But let's continue. If y'all enjoying the content, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up to support the channel, all right? But let's continue, y'all.
I hear you.
Now, on here, she's showing her text thread. She is literally showing that she's taking pictures of the date and different things like that. So this fool here literally took her to pretty much Top Golf. Now, I don't know if y'all been to Top Golf before. Top Golf is expensive as hell, bro. Top Golf is expensive. Because not only you have to pay to play the golf, but they got food at Top Golf as well, too. So he's already paying for all of this. And then she had the audacity to say that this dude don't qualify because he's too short. Wow.
That's bullshit.
Damn. You got to ask this question too. Since she's going back and revisit this thing to talk about that she's been open, what exactly does being open means? What does that mean? How did that look like? Is being open meaning that you're opening up your mind to a potential great opportunity? Or do open means that it's a charity case? Because to me, it seems like it wasn't an opportunity that you want to get to know the dude, regardless of how he looked. It seemed like it was more of a charity case because this dude had did a service for you, which is gave you some flowers. So once again, like I say, this particular woman and this particular archetype, right? She is being disingenuous. She, just like she stated, she said that she knew what she wanted. In that situation, she felt that she deserved to get treated. She deserved to go out. She deserved for a man to take her somewhere with the courtesy of her getting everything for free. That is her mindset. That is her mentality. And to be honest, that is the mentality of a lot of these archetypal women out there. Now, notice this, gentlemen. Notice this. Notice that I'm not putting every woman into the same category. Notice I'm saying a certain archetype of women. And these archetypal women, these are the ones who think like this. These are the ones who I'm talking about. And these are the ones, brothers, that you got to watch yourself with these women for real. Now, once again, bros, I get it. I understand. Some of us, agenda be that you want to invest to get an investment in return. What do I mean by that? You want to invest to get an investment in return, meaning that you invest your time, you invest your resources, just so in return you could smash, you could tap that ass. The term for that is called tricking. So you believe that you could invest your time and your resources so ultimately you could trick. You could smash. But here's the danger behind that, brothers. Even if you are successful in doing that, ask yourself this question. What exactly did you get in return? What did you get in return? Was it even worth it? One of my young brothers, Bunner, he said this earlier in the chat. He said modern day prostitution. To be quite honest with you, brothers, and I know this is going to sound extreme as hell, but I'm just going to say it. To be quite honest with you, brothers, if you're on a trick like that, hell, you might as well hire a damn prostitute, because prostitutes is way cheaper than actually getting with a modern woman. I'm just going to be real with you. If that is your mindset and that's what you're trying to do, a damn actual professional prostitute is way cheaper than you spending over $300 and something with a woman that you're going to smash for a couple of hours and be done with. And then you repeat the process all over again with another woman and with another woman. And next thing you know, you're trying to figure out, God damn, man, what the hell's going on with my money? I need to budget more. Nah, bro, you need to stop that bullshit. I'm just saying. Or I'll say this. Some of our brothers, they believe that they got a lot of game. They believe that they got a lot of game. They believe that they got a lot of charisma or risen out women, whatever way you want to call it, right? If you have that, right? If you have that, then guess what? You do not need to spend money on that woman in order to get that. If you have that much game, you could literally talk women out of their panties with spending the bare minimum amount. Y'all think I'm lying? Hell, Fucking Pookies and Ray Rays do it all the time. These Negroes, they will literally talk women out of their coochie and then they'll become a goddamn homosexual and everything. Chilling, eating their kids, fruit snacks and everything. So if these dudes can do it right, why the hell do you believe that you need to spend money and trick and do it? If you got gang, do it. But unfortunately, many of our brothers, they don't have the game. They don't have a mouthpiece. They don't know how to talk to women correctly. So they rely on money. They rely on money. They rely on these resources to get that woman. But all the bougie women want to be hood now. So what archetype is them? You know what archetype they are. You already know, bro. Them are birds, bro. You know exactly what they are. Them goddamn birds. You know what they are, bro. But let's continue. Appreciate your question. And then she's lying too. She's sitting up here saying that she enjoyed the day all the way up into where he got drunk. She just made him getting drunk an ultimate excuse for her. Because at the end of the day, she wasn't enjoying the day. She said that the music was too loud, the drinks was bland, and everything. That's what she said. So she wasn't enjoying that day. She was enjoying that a dude was performing a service for her because she felt like she qualified for that. Maybe at that particular moment in time, she didn't have dudes who was trying to take her out. And Buddy was just number 100 on the list. Number 99 was busy, probably smashing another chick, whatever, right? And she went through her progressions and Buddy was just so happy, number 100. And so she was like, well, I'm just going to settle for 100, number 100. And I'm not gonna have sex with him. But I'm just going to lead him on and make sure that I get everything out of him. I'm gonna make sure I get food and all this stuff out of him because I just need to get out anyway. That was our mindset. And the sad part about it is that our bro fell for it.
You know, I could tell he was sad. He wasn't expecting it, but I mean, I wasn't expecting you to be drunk. Again, I'm taking heed to the advice, even the judgment. Like, I put my story out there. I know people will judge me. It's okay. The very next day, I went on a extremely awesome date, so I'm good. I'm safe. I'm protected, and that's that.
Oh my goodness. Here's another question I want y'all to consider tonight based on her story, right? She knew that when they left the bar, well, actually, while they was at the hookah lounge, right, she knew that this dude was getting her, that he was getting drunk. So if that be the case, why she just didn't call her an Uber or something to tell the Uber to come pick her up since she was feeling so unsafe? Why she didn't do that? Because if you're feeling that unsafe, you would do everything possible to protect yourself so you could feel safe. But for some reason, some logical reason, she felt that it was safer for her to go ahead and get into the car with this dude, knowing good and well he's tipsy, or as she say, drunk. Get back in the car with this dude and ride with him until he got back to her house and took her home. I don't know. I call bullshit on that.
That's bullshit.
I don't know. Maybe that dude wasn't drunk. Maybe that dude was just sleepy since it was an hour drive. Maybe that was what was happening. Maybe he was texting on his phone, wasn't paying attention to the road, and it just did that. Boom, 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 just did that one time. And she just making a big ass deal about it. just so she could have an excuse to no longer talk to this dude. And here's another disingenuous thing that she just said. And I hope y'all picked up on this. She said at the end, she had said that she had blocked this dude from the socials, right? Notice she said she blocked him from the socials, but she did not block him from her phone. If it was that serious, why you didn't block him from the phone? Why you didn't block him from texting? In fact, she said that she answered the call and let him talk. And she explained herself to him. And that was that. Bullshit, bro.
That's bullshit.
Then to top it off, she said that she went on another date. Oh, man. Just like what the late Kevin Samuel said, man, you can't make this shit up for real, man. I ain't lying. She got more to say, y'all. Check this out.
I was dating this guy, right? Very briefly. But he woke me up to something. He was like, you always so quick to let somebody go. You always so quick to cut somebody off. And I am. Like, if you're not doing right by me, like, I'm going to cut you off, right? Or you not doing the things that I want, I'm going to cut you off. And he was like, you're always saying you don't need a man, but who you want to wash your car? Who you want to take the trash out? And those are things that I feel like, I mean, you don't need a man, but that's the things you want a man for. I would tell him, I was like, because I got my bills covered, I got my house, I got my car, I'm good, I don't really need you, I want you. But yes, he was right, I do need a man. I need a man to take the trash out. I need a man to cut my grass. I want a man to do that, but I need a man for that. I want to live a soft life. I do need a man. He was right.
And notice this, gentlemen. Notice this. She didn't say that she needed a man because she wants to be compatible with him. Notice she said she didn't need a man because she wanted to get to know him. She wanted to fall in love with his character. She wanted to fall in love with his morals. She wanted to fall in love with his spiritual walk, his connection with God, if he believes in God. She didn't say none of them things. She only said things that benefits her. She wanted a man to spoil her. She wanted a man because she don't want to be a grown ass adult and do adult things, which is take her own damn trash out. Do the own maintenance on her own house. Wash her own damn car. Cook her own damn food. She wanted a man to literally be a slave to her. And all she'll give that man in return is sometimes sex. Not best sex. That's average as best sex. Depending on what day it is. If it's maybe Father's Day or his birthday, then she probably go porn level sex on him. But that's it. And she believed that she qualified for all that because she's pretty. She wants to be treated as a soft woman. Notice she never said that she wanted to be treated as a traditional woman. She wanted to be treated as a soft woman who is spoiled. Gentlemen, these are the type of women we need to avoid at all costs. We do. We need to stop falling for these archetype of women out here. Because guess what? Just like what Future said.
She belongs to the streets.
And that's real talk. That's real talk. We need to stop making these archetype of women qualify for us when they don't qualify at all, period. It's like this, gentlemen. We're gonna get to the next clip. It's like this, gentlemen. It's the same concept about going to a job, right? When you go to a job, you fill out an application. You fill out the application to make sure that you qualify for the position that you're applying for. You make sure that you have a certain skill set for the position that you are applying for, right? I believe the same concept applies to relationships and marriage as well too. If that's your desire, you should be able to look at that woman's resume and see if she qualified for the position that she's trying to apply for. It would be illogical for you as a man to hire a woman who don't fucking qualify for you. Why would you want to hire a woman who don't know how to do the whole essentials for the job? Why would you want to do that? That woman is going to screw up your company. Just like you being a businessman, right? You're not going to hire no employee knowing good and darn well they don't know how to do the job. Because it's going to cost you more money to not only try to train them, but you have to deal with their screwed up behavior as well too. I'm going to give y'all this other analogy since we're still talking about work, right? Many of us have worked at a job, right, where you have maybe that 1 or 2 employees there, right? Every time when you show up to work, these motherfuckers sitting up here just complaining all the time. They're complaining about the job. They do the bare minimum at this job, and they literally milking the job because the job is paying their bills. Y'all done dealt with them before, right? And then it get to a point where you just get annoyed by them. Like, man, I'm sitting up here doing everything required for the job, and these people sitting up here complaining and doing the bare minimum and causing all kind of chaos around the company, spreading lies and rumors about the supervisor and the managers and different things like that. Just mad all the time. Think about that analogy and apply it into dating. Imagine you hiring a chaotic ass woman, right? Got this chaotic mindset, screwing up the household, right? And on top of it, right, she's sitting up here doing the bare minimum and have the expectation that she want to get paid for the services. Bro.
That's bullshit.
Nah. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, bros.
Let's get this straight. I was not talking about me. If somebody is chasing me, I am clearly not interested. I will not give you the time of day ever. Like, ever. I'm not going to be like, one day I don't like you, you're not attractive to me, and then months down the line, now I'm going to talk to you. Why? Clearly your last resort. Bitch, I'm not desperate. I'd rather be motherfucking single. The fuck?
So, like, even more, like, I went on to her TikTok and her socials, right, because I honestly wanted to just understand her mindset. I want to understand why she think the way she think. And like they always do, these archetype of women, they always go on these socials and they reveal their whole entire life story. I don't know why they do this dumb shit, but they do it. So I went on her and I was listening to her like, you know what, we're going to present it and we're going to talk about it tonight. Because everything she's saying, she does telling on herself more and more and more. And here's another thing too, brothers, that I want you to consider. The same brother who went out and he took her out to golf, right, and spent all this money, spent over $150 on the flower arrangement for her, right? I wonder, did he go back and look at all these TikTok videos of her? I wonder what was his thought process if he did that. Because these videos is available on her channel. So I wonder, did he go through each and every last one of these videos just to kind of understand where her mind is at? Not just looking at her beauty. Oh man, damn, she fine. Ooh, them nails look good. Man, sure, man. I get rid of her. I go, ooh. I wonder, did he literally go through this and figure out who she is? Because if he had did that logically, I honestly believe he would never have went on a date with her, period. Especially when he know that he deserves better. Unfortunately, brothers, I believe that he didn't do it. He was just thirsty, looked at her, and decided to shoot his shot.
If a nigga been trying to get you like for months.
Now keep in mind, this particular TikTok that she's talking about right now, she's literally talking about this dude, but doing it in an indirect way.
If a nigga been trying to get you like for months, for years, like been at your neck, trying to get your number, trying to take you out on a date every time you see him, do not fuck with him. Because I promise if you give him the time of the day, he is going to play the fuck out you.
Now all of a sudden, this type of dude that she went after, right, that she knew she didn't like, he's going to play you. He's going to do you wrong. But at the same time, she believed that it's okay for her to go out with them and use them.
I know what I'm about to say is going to be fucked up, but guess what? I'm saying it, you be thinking it. You just don't say it. I'm not scared to say it. And if you don't like what I'm about to say, you can scroll. You can scroll. You ain't got to follow me. You ain't got to watch my video. But anyway, do y'all ever get like offended when somebody ugly? And I know beauty is subjective, but to your standards, they try to holler at you. They try to shoot their shot. Like, what are you doing? Do you really think that you have a chance with me? For real?
Now, once again, she's referencing old boy. She literally calling this dude ugly and all the stuff there because he's short. He really wasn't her type. And she decided to go on her social and talk about it. Decided to go on the social and talk about it. And to be honest with you, brothers, don't fall for this. Because once again, it's not worth it. These type of women is not worth it, brothers. It ain't. It really ain't.
The quickest way to get me to stop talking to you is to send me what you're doing text all day long. I am doing the same thing right now as I was doing 2 hours ago. Please stop with that shit. And then, how's your day? How's your day? You just asked me that 4 hours ago. Ask me something of substance, something meaningful. You trying to get to know me. Stop asking me that basic ass shit.
Now she's sitting up here getting on people who texting her. So I'm assuming this will happen. Remember I told y'all earlier that she didn't block this dude, right, from her phone? I believe that that's what he was doing. He was texting her. He was sending up her. Y'all know that thirsty text that we be sending, right? Hey, you. What you doing? Or some of y'all send this dumb shit. I don't know why y'all do this, but y'all send this. Grand Rising Queen. Like, what the hell? Grand Rising Queen. Hope you're having a great day. Bro, come on now.
God damn.
Come on now, bro. So she's literally telling y'all that she is that type a woman that she don't want dudes to be that thirsty. Damn.
Only black women seem to be stuck on the mindset of not needing a man. So let me guess. You conducted a survey on the entire population of women. And in that survey, only black women, you found only black women to be stuck on the mindset of not needing a man. You conducted that survey. So that's the only reason that you're able to say this and deem it as factual. When in reality, it's simply not true. And then you don't even know me. But y'all took what I said out of context. I don't mean that I don't need a man. Because I am a woman and I do need a man. What I meant was, in my life, right now, at this moment, I am able to take care of all that needs to be taken care of in my home, in my life. I can take care of all of my things. A man is just lanyard. He's extra. Yes, I need a man because I am a woman. I want a man as well, but I want my man, not just any man. I want the man that's right for me. So that's what I was saying in that conversation with the man that I was having the conversation with. Were you there? Were you there? I don't think so.
So once again, she is letting us know that she is the strong, independent woman. She really don't need a man. She want a man. And we already established earlier the reason why she says she wants a man. She don't want you because of who you are. She only wants you because of your resources, what you can do for her, what you can, basically the things you can do to make her life easier so she don't have to do it. Now, keep in mind, she is an educator. Now, on the teacher salary, she's not making a whole lot of money. I'm pretty sure not only through her salary, right, she had to get a bachelor's degree, right? And then to top it off, right, she more than likely has student loans that she's paying for in order for her to qualify for that degree. So in reality, her salary is cut at least about 10 to 20%. So she needs you as a man to make up for her 10 to 20%. But we already know the truth behind that too, brothers, is this. If she can have it her way, she wants you to pay 100%. This is her mindset. So in other words, she's not looking for you to be that type of brother because she love being around you. She love your company. She love your presence. You know what I'm saying? She love your personality. She wants you for your resources, bro. This is her mindset. And once again, brothers, this is the reason why it's so important. I tell y'all that we need to vet out these type of women to make sure we don't fall for these type of women. Vetting is eye protection. Matter of fact, I need to make a damn t-shirt saying that. Vetting is eye protection. Because it really is. When you vet and you set boundaries right, that is what's going to protect you. Where you won't fall for this, bro. Because if not, then they're gonna use you, man. They're gonna use you and bruise you. Then let's say, you know, my brothers, we're gonna enter into our red pill rage, bro. We're gonna be tripping, be mad at all women because we chose this little goddamn heifer. I'm just saying, damn.
Y'all so mad in these comments saying that I'm a trick. I want a man only for manual labor, when it was in fact a man who introduced these ideas in the conversation. It was a man who came to me and said, don't you want a man for this? Don't you want a man for that? And then when I agree with him, I'm the problem. But it was a man who introduced these things to me. Are you projecting your insecurities onto me?
Now, before she ended up doing this emasculation thing, right, she said something very important, and I'm gonna reveal it to you. She said that it was another man who revealed this to her. Guess who the other man is? The other men are typically these blue pill males, right, who are hyper emotional. These other men are typically these men who want to be tricks and different things like that. The same type of men who want to be simps. The same type of men who want to be suckers. These are the ones who is giving her these advice. Them type of men. Because if it was dealing with actual men, they would literally check her. If it was dealing with actual men, she wouldn't be behaving how the way she's behaving. Because they would tell her the truth about herself. But we know due to how the way her personality type is, she's not going to accept correction. She's not going to accept edification. Because when you do things like that, guess what you're doing? Oh, you're sitting up here being misandrous to us. All because you being truthful.
And then when I agree with him, I'm the problem. But it was a man who introduced these things to me. Are you projecting your insecurities onto me? Are you mad because maybe a woman doesn't really want you for who you are? She wants you for what you can do for her. Is that what you're doing? I think that's what you're doing.
See, once again, just like what the late great Kevin Samuel say, you can't make this shit up at all, because she literally is telling y'all her mindset. That's what she's literally doing. But what's so sad about it is that we got brothers out there, they don't read between the lines. All they see is her and her pretty smile and her looks or whatever, and they fall for this bullshit every single time when she's literally telling you. And then on top of that, she tried to manipulate you by messing with your manhood. Oh, you must be insecure. No, it's not. Having boundaries is not being insecure. Being able to vet out a woman properly and letting that woman know what you're about is not being insecure. It's not. It's about clarity. It's about truth. Because let's listen again.
Are you projecting your insecurities onto me? Are you mad because maybe a woman doesn't really want you for who you are? She wants you for what you can do for her. Is that what you're doing? I think that's what you're doing.
And once again, brothers, they're going to fall for that. But tonight, I'm helping you brothers so you won't fall for these type of women at all, period. I'm also be real with y'all. To be honest with you, I don't even think y'all should even try to go and try to even smash these type of women. I know ideally that would be cool for us, like a pride thing, right? Or a thing to try to get your rocks off, whatever. But I also believe that you shouldn't even try to smash these women at all, period. I believe you shouldn't even touch them. Leave them where they at. I believe that there are other quality women out there that's way better than this. To me, these type of women who have this mindset, they're like bottom of the barrel women to me. That their value is very, very low. And the only reason why their value is low is because they make their value low due to their behavior. So they low, man. If you know that you a man of value, why devalue yourself like that? Just leave them alone. Just let them be where they at. Let them do their little TikTok videos and whatever. Don't take them out on dates. Don't do that weird shit. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone.
If you planning on having kids,
this particular TikTok, I'm sharing this for a reason, okay? In this TikTok, she reveals to us that she's a baby mama. All right? She's revealing to us that she's a baby mama, and also she's revealing to us her worldview for us, religion too. So these are one of these things that I say that you got to vet these women out to figure out what they got going on with them.
if you planning on having kids, make sure that you and your partner have those important conversations.
And then, one other thing, those of y'all who are tuning in right now, I do have a big disdain for hearing this word partner. The word partner or partnership should not come out of no man's mouth, period. Especially if you're considering going into this dating market. You're not looking for no partner. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that bullshit. We're not here looking for no partner. no business arrangement. We're not here looking for no transactional relationships. Because that's basically what they're saying. When they use the term partner or partnership, they're talking about a transactional relationship. Hence, how the way her mindset is, where she want to use the man for his resources, not who he is. A matter of fact, that should be one of y'all main boundaries if you're out in the dating market. The moment when you hear a woman say partner, that date automatically over with. Automatically over with. Yeah, facts. Facts. I agree. Because that's part of where they came from, too. That's exactly where they came from, part of it. Absolutely. The other part of it came through modern day feminism, bro. But let's listen up again.
If you planning on having kids, make sure that you and your partner have those important conversations.
Oh, real quick, y'all. We got over 268 people in the lounge right now. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Those of y'all who are here right now, we are reacting to this woman right here. She's saying that she went on a date with a man, right? But she didn't like this dude, but she went on a date with him anyway. And the reason why she went on this date, because he decided to do something nice for her. So she decided to reward him for his niceness. She went on this date, didn't like this dude because he was too short, ultimately, because he was too short. And she don't like short dudes. And she don't like short, skinny dudes, pretty much. That's what she said. But she went on this date, used this dude, made this dude spend all this money on her, and then are curving this dude. So you're here right now. Appreciate you tuning into the stream. We got 261 people in here, but gentlemen, we only got 33 likes, man. 33 likes. Please support the channel. If you want more of this content where I'm giving it to you today the way I am, or I also be teaching to y'all as well too. You know what I'm saying? So if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit the thumbs up to support this channel so you can get more of this content, all right? Let's continue.
Before y'all even start trying to conceive a child. For real.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Especially like religion. Me and my daughter's father, we have, different religious backgrounds. I grew up in a Catholic church. He grew up in a Baptist church. I no longer follow Catholicism. I don't follow organized religion. I strongly believe in just being a good person in this world. I don't know if there is a God Almighty looking down.
Wait a minute. Did she not say that she believe that she's a good person? Shit.
That's bullshit.
She can't be no good person sitting up here manipulating men and using them for a free meal. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's being a good person, but
He grew up in a Baptist church. Father, and
that is not the first goddamn commandment. What are you talking about? Honor your mother and father is not the first commandment. It's a commandment, but it's not the first commandment. A matter of fact, since we're here, I'm gonna reveal this truth. This truth is dealing with modern women. Okay. This truth is dealing with modern women in religion. Do y'all want to know the real reason why these type of women disconnect from the church? Here's the real reason. Here's the truth. The reason why these archetype of women disconnect from the church or any type of organized religion is because of the word organized. Organized means that you need to be subject to. Organized also means that you need to be under orders with someone. Organized also means that you need to be under submission to something. So these type of women, they do not want to submit to anything. Not even God. These type of women, they have a problem with submission. So they will leave organized religion and blame it on all these other problems that are happening. Now, once again, I'm talking about these particular archetype of women who think this way. Not saying that all of them think this way. I'm saying these particular ones, her and the ones who have this same similar ideology, they disconnect themselves because they don't want to submit to anything. Not to no man, not to no religion, not to law, not to order, and sure as hell not to God. So once again, that's why I encourage you, brothers, to not entertain these type of women, period. Don't sleep with them. Don't touch them. Don't wink at them. Don't make them be your job wife or anything like that. Don't do nothing to them. Because if you entertain these type of women, they're going to fuck you up, brothers, for real. These are the same type of women who will switch on you. One moment, they'll say that they don't want to have kids, and the next moment, if they feel like that you qualify for them, right, they will slip around and make you get them pregnant and put you on child support. So don't touch them. Don't do nothing with these type of women, period, because it's just not worth it. This same concept, brothers, so we're going to continue. This same concept, those of y'all who follow the Bible, right, or follow any type of religion, this same concept comes from Solomon in Proverbs. That whole entire book of Proverbs is a book not just for women, but that whole entire book of Proverbs is for men. I'm going to put it to y'all this way. That whole entire book of Proverbs is teaching about stoicism. It's teaching about how a boy will become a man and the things that he need to watch out for. The two important things that summarize Proverbs is this: fear God and fear women. Fear God and forget these women. And watch out for these archetypal women. That's exactly what it's talking about in the whole entire book of Proverbs. That's why the book starts off by saying fear God. Then the book closes off with what? Talking about the Proverb 31 woman. Basically, the book closes off by telling you, okay, if you're trying to go after a woman, if you feel like that you need a woman in your life, fine. But here's the type of woman that you need to look for. That's when Solomon started talking about the Proverb 31 woman. That this is exactly the type of woman that you're looking for. The woman has substance, character, and everything. She's your helpmeet. She's doing everything possible to support you, not the other way around. Everything she's building is to support you and the family and not the other way around. So it's important for you to vet out these type of women. Like I'm telling y'all all night tonight, vet out these type of women. Make sure that they qualify for you. If they don't, then leave these women alone, bro. Because they're going to put you in a world of trouble for real. They're going to screw up your life for real. Well, let's continue, y'all. We almost done too, by the way, y'all.
But at the end of the day, I really don't think she's ready.
So check this out. This is another reason why I wanted to share this with y'all. Now, this conversation is pretty much is that she don't agree with her child's father of going to get their child baptized. She's saying that this 8-year-old child is not ready to be baptized. Now, to be quite honest with you, I believe that this is the most disingenuous thing that she done said tonight. Out of everything she done said, this is the most disingenuous thing. The reason why is because at the end of the day, it's not the whole point that the child isn't ready for it to be baptized. It's the whole point that she wants to control whether or not if the child is going to be baptized or not. That's the reality. She want to be in control of that. She want to give the decision to either give the green light or the red light. Since this is something that he want her to undo, right? Guess what she's going to do? She's going to do exact opposite. Now, once again, I already told you earlier that these type of women, they do not want to submit to nothing. So whenever a man give either a suggestion that will move forward, they're going to do the opposite of it every single time. And then let's be quite real about this, okay? The baptism is simply dipping the child in water. That's all it is. You just dipping the child in the water. I baptize you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dip over. The child is not technically receiving the Holy Spirit through water baptism. A matter of fact, that is documented in the Synoptic Gospel. That was the whole point why Jesus was talking to the Pharisees and Sadducees about this. That the water baptism is okay, it's fine. But you're not going to receive the Holy Spirit due to a water baptism. So it is nothing wrong with her getting dipped into water. Same concept when they be taking these kids up here and getting christened in, where they allow the priests or the whatever, right, christening their kids. Same concept. So it ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's something wrong with her because, like I'm telling y'all, she wants to ultimately be in control of everything. She want to be the one to tell her either yes or no, and not him. And then she end off this conversation talking about, yeah, y'all make sure that you know who you co-parent with, as though as he's the problem. Bullshit.
That's bullshit.
We got one more clip for tonight, y'all. Let's get it.
One thing y'all gonna do is miss the point. The point was not about procreating with a partner, a husband, or a wife. The point is to just make sure that you're on one accord.
Now, this is her rebutting off of the last clip that we watched. Now, her whole argument is that she wants to make sure that her and her child father is on one accord. Now, the question we should be asking ourselves tonight, gentlemen, is this. On who accord is she talking about? Do she want him to submit to her accord, or is she going to submit to his accord? Because I'm also going to want to be honest and be real with you on this. Even though that a man and a woman took the time to procreate with a child, the divine order still stays the same, meaning that ultimately it still is the father's decision to decide what is the best course of interest for the child. I don't know where the disconnect came from, where these modern feminist women believe that they should control everything and the man don't have no say-so on nothing. According to the divine order, how the way it is, at the end of the day, the ultimate decision still comes on that man, that father, regardless if they're married or not. Because y'all have a connection now, which is the child. But let's listen in. She's explaining this because she want him to be on her page instead of her submitting and being on his page.
One thing y'all gonna do is miss the point. The point was not about procreating with a partner, a husband, or a wife. The point is to just make sure that you're on one accord. I mean, half the people who probably gonna say this shit don't even come from a household where their parents were married. Like, shut the fuck.
So now she's sitting up here talking down on people who's disagreeing with her mindset. Because I'm pretty sure that the people who saw this, right, they seen it the same exact way how I'm seeing it. They seen the same exact way how you seen it tonight, brothers. But guess what? Even then, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, she's right and everybody else wrong. We have to follow her plan and we got to submit. That's ultimately where it boils down to.
I mean, half the people who probably gonna say this shit don't even come from a household where their parents were married. Like, shut the fuck up.
And then ending off the conversation saying that people do not have a 2-parent household. Another disingenuous argument. So what can we learn about this tonight, brothers? The number one lesson that I want y'all to get out of this tonight is that it's important for us as men to first of all, we have to get ourselves together as men. And when I'm saying getting ourselves together as men, I'm not just talking about getting money. I'm talking about doing everything, developing yourself. Position yourself where you are a leader. Position yourself where you're living this life not because of somebody's standard, but you're living a life according to your standards, your belief system. You're living your life with purpose. You are doing things that you are designed to do in this life. You're not going and seeking after women because you horny and you want to smash some shit. But you're seeking out the right type of woman who's going to fit into your program as a man, where she's going to normally submit, but she also is going to be that help me that's going to help your life. Gentlemen, it starts with us. It starts with getting ourselves together. It starts with us getting out of this simp and sucker mindset. It starts with us getting curved by these type of women. It starts with us setting boundaries for ourselves. It starts with us knowing ourselves as well, too, knowing that we are important. Because if you don't have none of these things established within yourself, brothers, then guess what? You are going to fall victim to these type of women every single time. And then you're going to be trying to figure out, damn, why I keep choosing these damn women for? The reason why is because, I'll be honest with you, you didn't take the time to examine yourself and love yourself, bro. And I'm going to say this as well, too. I'm going to say that the men who go after these type of women are literally a mirror image of who they are as men. And I'm just being God honest, truthful to you. They just an exact mirror image of you as a man. That's why you can't get away from it. That's why, some of y'all who believe in spiritual soul ties, right? That's why you keep having this soul ties over and over again, because this is exact mirror image of you. I'm just saying. The one way to sever that soul tie is to sever yourself. To literally change who you are and become a brand new man. A man with intentions, a man with purpose. A man who loves yourself. When you look at, a matter of fact, I did a show the other night when I was saying that, you need to look into the mirror and examine yourself, right? And see who you truly are as a man. That show last night, and I encourage y'all, those of y'all who are watching right now, I would encourage y'all to go and watch that show that I did last night. And I asked the question to the men. I asked the question, what make you happy as a man? What make you happy as a man? So go check that show out. And that show is going to help you out for real. But once again, if you're not happy within yourself, if you don't love yourself, then you're going to fall victim to this every single time. And yes, brothers, yes, I agree with you. These women are predators. Absolutely they are. They're predators. They be looking for these type of men where they could use, manipulate, and abuse and laugh about it on TikTok. Demonic as hell. Yes, they exist. For sure. Thank you for the sticker, bro. Appreciate it. They exist for sure. So in order for you to know how these women are, how they look, you have to examine yourself as a man, and you have to change yourself as a man, and you have to start setting standards for yourself as a man. That way, you won't fall for this no more. And I'm telling you this, brothers, is because I had fell victim to this bullshit. Because back then, I didn't even know myself. Back then, I was going around being a sucker and a simp and all this stuff and being chivalrous and paying $300 to $400 on dates and all this dumb shit. I take an L for that. Absolutely. But I learned from that. And by me learning from that and by me mastering it every single day, I want to do the same as that thing for you, brothers, when y'all come over here and give you my wisdom and truth behind it. So you won't fall victim to this. So you won't get messed up. So you won't be in your red pill rage and mad all the time at women. I'm just saying. Yeah, facts. I agree. It's not an L if you learn from it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that concept. I could agree with you on that. Because, yeah, it's a lesson learned. But unfortunately, many of our brothers, they haven't got to the point of learning from the lesson yet because they believe that this is normal when it's not. This is not normal. And last but not least, when situations like this happen, brothers, it messes up your mental health for real. It really do. It really do messes up your mental health, bro. It starts making you feel like that you're inadequate. It make you feel like that you're not good enough, especially when you be seeing other dudes hollering at these same type of women and they're winning and you're losing. Yeah, it will do something to you. Make you feel some type of way. Make you feel like that you're not good enough. It will mess up your pride and ego. And the worst case scenario, what will happen to many of our brothers that I've seen is that they'll literally unalive themselves, man, because they feel like that they're not good enough. But I don't want that. I don't want that from y'all at all, period. I don't want y'all to go into that state. So it's important for men like myself who've been through it, right? Who've been through the fire. Who've been through a lot of dating situations due to me making some crazy decisions. And I didn't learn from it. It's my responsibility to share this knowledge and wisdom so you can move forward and be a better version of yourself. And once again, if it's your desire to be in relationships, then by all means pursue the relationship, but do it right. Do it right. Because I believe that not every man on this planet needs to be married to a woman. I believe that some men need to be single because that is who you are. And I also believe that there are other men who are built to be married, but what end up happens is that we make poor choices and decisions in finding a suitable woman who's a helpmeet. But like I say, it's all good, brothers, because, you know, Urban's here. Urban is here, and we're going to help you out through this, man, to help y'all transition properly, okay? So, other than that, that's all I got for this particular episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole content for tonight. Let me know What's your thought about this woman? Now, this episode is not per se to try to clown on this woman, but this whole episode is to bring y'all awareness that these type of women exist out there for real. They exist. They're predators. They're looking for weak men out there. They really are. So they could take advantage of you. Don't fall victim to this, brothers. Don't do it, because it's not worth it. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this particular episode. Appreciate all the super stickers that y'all gave me today. Appreciate the donations as well too. Those of y'all who are not sub up to this channel, make sure that you sub up to this channel so you can get more of this great thought-provoking conversation when I go live. I appreciate every last one of y'all who see my shorts out there that I put out there. I appreciate that as well too. I'll be very strategic about the shorts I put out there, because every shorts, I don't know if y'all pay attention to this, but every shorts I put out there, it has a lesson behind it. That's the reason why I don't talk about them. That's the reason why I ask for y'all point of view about it, because I want to know where your mindset is about it. And then when I know your mindset about it, we can have conversations over here live and we can talk about it. So yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, if you're not sub up to this channel, make sure you sub up so you can get more of this conversation, all right? So other than that, y'all have a great and wonderful Saturday. So make sure you have your notifications set when I go live again. And also, I do have my memberships now active. We have hit 50K on this channel. So I told myself, if we hit 50K, I'm going to open up memberships. So we hit 50K, memberships is open up. So if you want even more exclusive content by me, go ahead and join the membership today, all right? So other than that, appreciate y'all, man, very, very much. Hope the things I share with y'all help you out, all right? So I will see y'all again on the next episode. Y'all have a great and wonderful weekend and be safe, brothers. And one last thing, y'all do matter.